All right, welcome back to my channel, my witchlings. I am Di, your favorite yoga witch, spreading kindness and love, living a magical life through yoga. Hey, we are back from our break. I hope everyone is doing well. Yesterday was Mother's Day here in the States, and the Munchkin and Spawn treated me to the Seattle Museum of Pop Culture. The fantasy, horror, and Nirvana exhibits were all amazing. The kids thoroughly enjoyed the Asian comic exhibit. I liked it, but it's not entirely my thing. That was definitely more for them. Dinner was good, and overall an excellent time was had by all. And a quick chat about what has happened since we started our break. Our Beltane Festival adventure was a vibrant mix of amazingly beautiful chaos and some valuable lessons learned. Surprisingly, we managed to leave home ahead of schedule, a definite win for my being prepared. The drive was a metric ton of fun with Spotify loving us, and that led to a sing-along with the kids, which ended up being a very much needed energy boost for our early start because two of us had not slept. After a successful supply pickup, setting up at the festival site went very smoothly. Thank gods for our collective experience with SCA events and drag racing. However, a minor hurdle arose with the tent weights. I thought I had picked up enough weight. I apparently did not, but this required a quick run for more and an unexpected addition to the crew. Yes! The day then became a whirlwind of activity at our booth, consistently busy with up to 5 readers reading at once. This was a huge learning curve, revealing that my readings take longer than we anticipated, and it highlighted the challenges of communication in a crowded setting for those of us who are not big on crowds. Despite the stress, we connected with some amazing people, and our neighboring vendors were incredibly welcoming to us as first-timers. Now, I am very much looking forward to the Litha Festival on Father's Day, and I really hope to participate again. I made sure that my application was in last week. Whoop, whoop. Hello, Starpaws. Oh, thank you, Deedfer. I appreciate that. Jay, stick around for a while, be in the streams regularly, and when we need new moderators, you might be considered. Ask Starpaws. We have had that conversation a couple of times. Oh, that sounds so fun, Starpaws. Yeah, Starpaws is almost to the point of when we need more moderators. Starpaws is definitely on that list currently. Oh boy. I am very warm. All right. Yeah. You'll have to tell us about your school trip, Starpaws. That sounds so fun. All right. Now, the next thing we tend to do here is we have our candle. We do not have a birthday today. However, were my parents still alive today would have been their anniversary. We are lighting our candle today to be a beacon of hope and light to those who have lost theirs, and also to light my sister's way through the veil. She passed recently, I think a week and a half ago. And with the lighting of our candle, we invite the ancestors to join us and bless our reading here. And there we go. All right. Hooba. All right, my friends. I am hyper today, so please bear with me. Ooh, I definitely got some rest over the break. Hey, I'm not dribbling coffee today. I'm doing pretty good. All right. It's been a few days, so we're hunting for links that we need for things to click. All right. Yeah. He's just making sure that everything is where it belongs. Please bear with us. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, that is... You stayed in a castle. I am so jealous. So jealous. Oh, that sounds so much fun. But I like medieval history. But I referenced the fact that the kids and I have done SCA events. The SCA is, I think, now an international organization. The name of it is the Society for Creative Anachronism. They strive to be as historically accurate as possible, but duct tape does get used because had they had duct tape, they would have used it. And it recreates the Middle Ages, I believe. Most people, if they are playing to be part of the court, are playing the ton. And those of us who are not interested in being court are just kind of peasants. And we have so much fun. Isn't it? It is definitely alchemical magic. I actually spaced for a second. Mike was in here with us. He is quite experienced with the SCA. You missed a letter there, kiddo. Society for Creative Anachronism. You missed a V. That's okay. Oh, oh dude. Depending on the font I'm looking at, I can misread things. I misread something the other day that was utterly hilarious, and I now can't remember what it was. Ugh. Apparently, Starpaws put an extra R in the word. I read what they meant. Gotta love my ADHD brain. It just, yeah. I am fluent in typo. All right, my friends. Welcome to Di's Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where we're reading the cards, taking care of ourselves, and having a whole lot of fun while we do it. So, let's see, what crystal am I going to play with today? I'm going for garnet today. It's just what feels good. I have my garnet. So go grab your favorite crystal, light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy, cozy up with your cup of coffee or tea if that be your preferred brew, and get ready to hear today's message. Don't forget to do the like, share, and subscribe thing for your daily dose of divination. Hit that bell to be notified when I go live again. All right. Tears of puppers. All right. Now I'm going to take a sip. Y'all are going to see the Buy Me a Coffee link. And let's get moving. Oh, yes. All right, friends. All right, so before we get really into this, let's talk about making some good trouble, as Congressman John Lewis encouraged. May his memory ever be a blessing. While an earlier effort called 5x15 suggested 5 acts of good trouble in 15 days, the spirit of this action remains. Consider joining me in making our voices heard through acts of good trouble. This could mean participating in a protest, engaging in civil disobedience, or even just having a difficult conversation with that MAGA friend or relative. Groups like Hands Off, the organizers of the April 5th protests, and Indivisible embody this spirit. Let us, as witchlings, find our own ways to contribute. Because the way our current administration is going, I'm going to become a criminal just for doing this for y'all soon. All right. Itchy hands. All right, so I forgot to wear purple today. Today is International Chronic Fatigue Syndrome Awareness Day and Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. As a fellow spoonie navigating the world with both chronic fatigue and fibro, I see you guys out there. Today, on International CFS Awareness Day and National Fibro Awareness Day, let's amplify our voices for understanding, research, and validation. May we please find moments of gentle strength and connection. And with that, it is also National Women's Checkup Day. Spoonie or not, prioritizing our health is vital, mamas. As wives, moms to humans, and fur babies, and business owners, time is precious. Let's make Women's Checkup Day a must-do for our well-being. You are worth it. go make that appointment. More coffee. All right. Oh, he hates it when I do that, and I'm doing that right in his ear. I'm sorry. The man behind the curtain hates lip smacking, and I forgot I just did that right into the mic. Bad die. No donuts. Oh, thank God. All right. All right. Boom, boom. Yep, I got purple stripes. I think about 3 people have told me that I have purple stripes in my shirt. I love it. You guys are awesome. Hello, Gokmavi. That is a cool name. And yes, Kafina is one of our patron goddesses in this house. Oh, hello. There's a pupper under my feet. All right. Yes, actually, the purple you are seeing behind me is not a curtain, although my curtain is purple. That, however, happens to be a flag with the feminist symbol on it, the fist in the circle with the plus. It is a newer flag, and I'm very happy to have it. Okay, totally not sponsored here, but I have to brag about this place. pridepalace.com. If you are a member of the LGBTQ community or even an ally, you gotta check them out. I'm not sure if it's still going on, but as of, I want to say Wednesday, they were doing their free flags and free pride rings deal. All you do is pay shipping and handling. They frequently have buy one, get 3 free or something like that. They are an amazing site. I believe they do international, but you'll have to confirm that. I have taken advantage of their specials a few times. Honestly, the only pride flag I own that I did not buy from them is this one. And I picked that up at Seattle Pride last year. Yes, the Venus symbol. Thank you, Michael. You're such a sweet kid. I love you so very much. You know my brain. Candy Crush Lady. Okay, that's a new one. But, you know, I could be called worse things. Oh, I have been called worse things. Why are you... That's why I was uncomfy. All right, my friends. Shall we find out what the oracles have to say today? After I drink more coffee. I am not caffeinated enough. I'm going to ignore that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Whew. Hell. Oh, hi. That would explain why I'm feeling funky. Yeah. All right, my friends. Oh. Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Candy Crush Lady. I like that. I haven't played Candy Crush. I think I haven't played Candy Crush since Paul's Bow. Wow. Boo. Hello, Mark. Thank you for joining us today, Mark. I appreciate your compliments. What the fluff? Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, so, oracles. Today's oracles are dark. You don't want the fluff. Come on. See, my cameras are telling us that we haven't done this in a while, and they are now misbehaving. Give us just a sec. All right, and that should have, let's see if that worked. There we go. First card is You Don't Love Me. That's not a good way to start. Lies and partial truths. It's kind of blurry, but I promise that's what it says. My cameras are misbehaving. Gotta love it. All right, and try again. Lies and partial truths. Now you can see the kitty cat. And our third and final card is you don't think of me, so you don't love me, lies and partial truths, and you don't think of me. Pulling you don't love me, lies and partial truths, and you don't think of me together suggests a very painful disconnect. There is a feeling of being unseen and perhaps deceived, creating distance and questioning the depth or honesty within this connection. This is a call to address those feelings directly. What are you guys' thoughts on this combination? Let me know in the comments. Yes. Honestly, I think better would have been if they'd put the you don't love me in front of the cat with and it's not a food bowl, it's a galaxy. But yes, I love it. Cats and their temperament, right? All right. Tarot. God, I love this deck. All right. And I hate to say it, but the tarot's not very friendly today either. We have the Three of Swords. Sometimes truth cuts deep. This card often reflects heartbreak, sorrow, and emotional pain. It can signify a painful realization or a difficult decision that causes us grief. While sharp, this clarity, though painful, can ultimately lead to healing. It is a reminder that acknowledging the hurt is the first step towards mending it. Next, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles often speaks of feeling left out, isolated, or experiencing hardship, sometimes financially or materially. It can highlight a sense of lack or being without resources, whether they be tangible or emotional support. However, even in this apparent desolation, it can also be that gentle nudge to recognize hidden resources or to just seek out help that might be available but being overlooked. It is a call to remember that you are truly not alone. And our final card, we have the Tower reversed. At least it's reversed. In my experience, this card often whispers of resisting sudden change or disaster. Perhaps a delay in a shakeup or clinging to old structures even when they are crumbling around you. Sometimes it also suggests avoiding necessary upheaval, which can lead to more instability down the line. So, what do they all mean together? The tarot together. This is a heavy draw. The Three of Swords, sharp pain, and the Five of Pentacles, feeling of lack, are intense on their own. Throw in the Tower reversed, and it suggests a major upheaval or sudden change was narrowly avoided, or its destructive impact was lessened. However, the underlying instability and potential for collapse are still present. This combination could point to a situation where deep emotional wounds and feelings of insecurity were almost amplified by a significant crisis. Perhaps a painful truth or loss with the Three of Swords threatened your stability or your resources with the Five of Pentacles, but the full force of this disruptive event with the reversed Tower did not materialize. It is a time to acknowledge the hurt and any lingering anxieties about your security. While the worst might have been dodged, the foundational issues may still need attention to prevent future turmoil. Tend to your heart and assess your resources, both tangible and emotional. Healing and rebuilding on a more solid ground are indicated. I have to say, this is a slightly side tangent. This reading is screaming at me the conversation going on a YouTuber that I follow. One of her videos is straight up saying AA and NA are a cult. And this, my God, this is everything I just read, I have heard in that comment thread. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. What intuitive hits are you getting as you see these three cards together? I am curious. Yes. Doesn't it, Mike? I am so glad I'm not the only one who saw that. My glasses came from Zenny Starpaws. Oh, is Starpaws asking me what my favorite food is? Oh, dear Lord, my favorite food. Anything I didn't have to cook, Starpaws. What? What's 250? Yes. No. Should be, though. All right, my friends. So, let us pull together the tarot and the oracle. All right, we have the tarot and the oracle together. This reading paints a picture of significant emotional distress intertwined with feelings of neglect and potential instability. The Three of Swords heartbreak and the Five of Pentacles sense of lack are amplified by the oracle cards saying you don't love me, lies and partial truths, and you don't think of me. These suggest a deep-seated feeling of being unloved, possibly betrayed by deception, and certainly overlooked or forgotten by someone important. The Tower reversed in this particular context indicates that a major disruptive event might have been averted or its impact softened, but the underlying vulnerabilities and potential for sudden upheaval very much remain. Perhaps the painful emotions and feelings of insecurity, 3 and 5, were almost exacerbated by a significant falling out or a revelation with the reversed tower connected to the perceived lack of love and honesty. This combination urges you to confront these painful emotions and the potential instability in your relationships or circumstances. The feeling of being unloved and the possibility of deceit are serious wounds that desperately need attention. While a major crisis might have been dodged, the conditions that lead to it are still present. We're going to keep repeating this because it keeps popping up. It is crucial to address the lack of connection and any dishonesty to foster healing and build a more secure emotional foundation. As long as the person is still alive to, work this out with. But I digress. All right. Whoop. Yep. The one I'm referring to, she grew up in one of the most famous cults there is. She got out of the cult, and a couple of years later, she joined the United States Army, which is in its own way another cult. She became an Army intelligence officer, got out, and she now calls it what it is, and what's the word I'm looking for? She just discusses cults and cult-like behavior on her YouTube channel, and she is having a gay old time with our current administration. And Mike, yes, as long as they're interested in working it out is it. That's why I said, as long as they're still alive to try to work it out. I think you know where I'm going there, but now I have some amazing, exciting, fun news to share. So y'all know that I have been recording yoga classes to share with Patreon. The deal was, after being available on Patreon for a month, they would be moved to the Yoga with Dailin YouTube. It's been a month since the first class, so our first yoga class has been shared to the Yoga with Dailin YouTube. That YouTube is linked on the main page of the Dai the Yoga Witch channel, and it's youtube.com/@yogawithdailin, all one word. I am so excited about that. Thank you, love. Work. Haha. Am I starting to sound like a manic chipmunk on meth right now? Because I'm starting to feel that way. Wow. See you later, Star Paws. Have a good night. Thank you for coming and joining us today. All right. All right, shall we move on to Namaste? All right. Namaste says it's not about the destination, it's about the experience. And I love this card because every time I read it, I hear Miley Cyrus singing The Climb in my head. You don't need to be somewhere or have something to be happy. The experience is always more memorable than the actual destination or object you desire. If you think more about the destination than the actual journey, then you will miss out on all of the lively and lovely experiences while on the way. Don't measure success by where you have been, but by what you have learned in your journeys. Be aware of how you quantify success. Becoming aware of your thought patterns allows you to reduce them. By reducing our thoughts, we have more time to be in the present. I am still working on that. Mindfulness is so helpful in so many things, but man, an ADHD witch, it's hard to slow my thoughts down. So, what do you guys think of Namaste today? And let's move on to self-compassion. Self-compassion, we are giving ourselves a hug. So, wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a hug for 3 breaths. And try saying, I love you just as you are. And notice how those words feel. All right, my friends. Hey. And the link that the man behind the curtain shared is the link to that yoga class video. Whoop, whoop. All right. Who is today's goddess? Oof. And star pause left. Today's goddess is Damara. In England, Damara is closely associated with the month of May and its inherent fertility, bestowing well-being and good fortune upon fields, livestock, and homes. Her influence is seen as a source of productive energy that fosters abundance throughout the month. A charming tradition associated with Damara is bringing in the May. It is believed that creating small floral garlands or bouquets adorned with ribbons and secretly leaving them on doorsteps invites her blessings. It failed to include some information here. Leaving them on doorsteps of people who have positively affected your life. You are giving them some of that positivity back. This act... Oh, never mind. This act is particularly meaningful when directed towards those who have generously contributed to the community or to oneself, symbolizing a return of positive energy and a wish for Damara's health and luck. Hoy, I forgot what I wrote. So, continuing on. This custom also marks the opening of the fishing season in England, with garlands cast into boats to encourage a plentiful catch. To personally invite Damara's abundance, consider placing a flower in areas where you desire improvement. Put one in your wallet for financial prosperity, the pantry for sustenance, the office for vibrant energy, or close to your heart for abundant love. Additionally, bringing fresh flowers like gardenias, roses, violets, geraniums, or tansies into your home is thought to attract her healthy vitality. I have not thought of tansy flowers in ages. Ha! So, that is today's goddess. What do you guys think of her? Let me know in the comments. Okay, Huba. Is it time for Zen? Wow. Boom, boom, boom. My hair feels funny. Oh, we have new subscribers. Yay! Thank you to my new subscribers. All right. It is time for a moment of Zen. Okay, God, we haven't done this in 2 weeks and I'm already forgetting how to do it. We have the Little Book of Zen. We have 2 quotes today, one from Louis Armstrong, Satchmo himself, and one from Tao Te Ching. Louis Armstrong says, if you have to ask what jazz is, you'll never know. God, if he ain't right there. And then The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. And that comes from Tao Te Ching. Wow. God, that one's profound. So many profound quotes in this book, y'all. And then I go and use that word. All right, my loves. My nose is itchy. All right. It is time to put the candle out. All right, my friends. As we open our circle and extinguish our candle, let us please give our gratitude to the Ancient Ones for being with us today, even though I completely forgot to close the circle at the beginning. There we go. All right, witchlings. If you're a regular here, you know the drill. Go out there, spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, because there is already way too much darkness in this world for us to be adding to it. Please be a beacon of light for those who have lost their way. And then go out there and tell your loved ones, human, scaly, feathered, or furry, that they mean the absolute world to you. You never know when that last time you're going to see them is going to be. And instead of a 2 a.m. phone call this morning, or this time, I woke up to a message saying, please call me. It was not a fun way to wake up. I am so eternally grateful for all of you witchlings who have stuck around to the end of this. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a comment. The algorithm has a thing for 7 words. So if you're stuck, just say, hey, look, Di, I made it. Yay. Yes, Panic at the Disco loves us. Or something that's been tickling the inside of my mind. When I start this stream, I tell y'all to light a candle or grab some incense for your aromatherapy. Do you have a favorite scent? Let me know. Or tell me your favorite crystal. I mean, we all know Di loves garnets and rose quartz. My third favorite is hematite. So let me know what your favorite crystal is. Do not tell me in the chat here. I will not see it because once we end the stream, I don't generally see the comments anymore. So leave me a comment, and then get out of the house and have a wonderful day filled with magic and joy. And always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you do have a purpose in this life. I love you guys all so very much, and I will see you soon. Have a good one, y'all. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell, for a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes. Consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdilyn.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.